Hello my dear friends, welcome to this class. I am Stefania and I am a yoga teacher. In today's class we are gonna practice a gentle flow. So for all those days where we are just coming back from the work, we feel like we need some kind of stretch, some kind of activities in our bodies, but at the same time we feel too tired to go to the gym or to follow a high intense let's say workout. So these yoga classes is for as a low intense exercise that is gonna call all our parts of the body, so legs, trunk, core, and shoulders as well. And at the same time, so it's gonna call them in a light way, so we can also concentrate. We can also concentrate on our spirit through the breath. So I hope this class you are gonna enjoy it. Please feel free to let me know about any kind of injuries that you think can stop you from performing this class, and so you will not enjoy our yoga practice. We can always adapt the exercise, the asanas, through your situation. There is always a way, no, don't worry for that. I hope you enjoy it, and so let's start it. So first of all, let's start crossing our legs. It doesn't matter what direction you just prefer, this one or the other one. What it matters is just that you feel comfortable with your body. At this point, sit on your sit bones. Bring the palm of your hands in front of your chest, and let's call for our own 3 times. Let's try to pronounce the word all together, because already the vibration of our voice will help us in go into the class spirit. So let's start. Inhale. Bring your chin down. Open your eyes. And namaste. So, as a first exercises, I want to start with some warm-ups of the joints, because warming up our body is gonna help us in stay more longer or more comfortable in the asanas position. One thing that probably I forgot to say during the introduction is just like this class is meant to be 60 minutes long. So let's get started. So bring in front of you your legs. We're gonna start with some ankle movement. So sit as well as always on your sit bones, and let's start like with some stretches where when we inhale, we just point it out our foot like this. The toes are gonna pointing out, and when we exhale, we're gonna our toes are gonna go out. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now we are gonna just go with some ankle rotation. Let's start in the clockwise situation. Just try to block your knees. The movement should come only from your ankles and not from your knees. So if you want, you can leave your hands here, or if you prefer, you can just grab your knees in with your hands and control better the movement, and making sure that you're rotating only ankles. So let's start. 1 rotation, 2 rotation, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Now anti-clockwise, let's change the direction. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So from here, bend your knees and let's go in the butterfly pose, where we are gonna push together our feet, and we are gonna, when we inhale, we're gonna bring up our knees, and when we exhale, we're gonna bring it down. So let's start. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now let's bring up our arms, and we are gonna go forward and try to stretch your spine as much as you can, and breathe. Now let's go back, and now we are gonna cross again our legs, and we are gonna make a little twist. So let's start with the right side. So let's lift our left arm and bring our wrist below the knees, lift the spine, bring the right hands on the back, and while you're breathing, just twist. Let's stay for 5 breaths. Now let's come back to the neutral position, and let's do the same exercise for the other side. So let's bring up our right hands, let's bring it our wrist below the left knees, lift our trunk, and with the left hands let's twist the spine, lengthening the spine and twist. And release. Now let's go in the cat and cow position. So let's go on our fours, align the arms with the legs, and what we do is just when we inhale, we are just gonna, I'm gonna go like this, so it's gonna be better. So when we, like this, so when we inhale, we just need to push up our ears, our hips, and moving up also the head. While we are doing the cow and we exhale, we are just gonna invert the curve, pushing our arms and the knees on the mat, and try to stretch our spine. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Just stay here for a few breaths and release. Now we are gonna do the sun salutation for warming up our body, and we are gonna do it for 3 times. For the first time, so we're gonna go on the beginning of our mat, and the first time we're gonna do it with the feet apart. So what we are gonna do is just bring your arms in front of your chest, inhale and bring up the arms, stretch, while you exhale, just go forward and down like this. Now just bring back the right foot and look up while you exhale. Now push your arms, your hands on the mat, toes active, and just bring up also the left leg and stay in plank. Then bring down your knees, just go in chaturanga. Now cobra pose while you inhale, and for the exhale just go in the down facing dog like this. In this position, just remember that you need to feel relaxed in any case. The point is just not really to stretch your legs, your hamstring, but just to stretch mainly the spine. So engage your core, push up your heels, your hips, and if you have problems, you can always bend your knees and do it in this way, stretching your spine. Okay, so when we are here, we are gonna push up our right leg, bring it in the front between our hands, bring down the left knees, looking up, and bring into the front the second leg, and from this position just go up, lift and stretch. And let's go again. Bend your knees and go down. This time bring back your left leg, going, looking up, bring back the right leg, go into the plank position, bring down your knees, chaturanga, cobra pose, and down facing dog. And from here, just lift your left leg, bring it up, look up, and bring to the front the right leg, stretch, go up, and bring your palm in front of your chest. And we have done the first round of sun salutation. Now let's go with the second round. Just this time we did it with the feet apart. Next time we are gonna do it with feet together. So let's start again slowly. So bring your palm in front of your chest. Lift your arm up and arch. Going down, bend your knees and stretch. And then bring your, bring your right leg on the back. Looking up and engage your core, plank. Bring down your knees, release your toes, chaturanga, cobra pose, and down facing dog. Looking up, lifting up your right leg, bring it to the front, looking up, and then bring the other foot in the front. Stretch and just go up, arch, going down. This time left leg on the back, looking up, and right leg on the back, plank, chaturanga, cobra, down facing dog. Lift the left leg up, bring it to the front, look up, bring the second leg in the front, stretch, lift up, and bring your palm in front of your chest. Now for the third time, we're gonna do it faster. So let's bring up, arch, exhale, and goes down. Bring your right leg and the back, look up, plank, knees down, chaturanga, cobra, down facing dog. Lifting up, going to the front, looking up, like this, and goes up, arch, exhale, and goes down, left leg on the back, looking up, plank, chaturanga, cobra, down facing dog, and left leg up, bring into the front, looking up, and bring also the right, and release. Take a moment for feeling your body. And now we are gonna lie down on the mat on the child pose position. Bring down your knees, stretch your arms in front of you, and breathe. Okay. Now just go in front of your mat, and what we're gonna start with is gonna be we're gonna lifting up. So we're gonna start in Tadasana, so making sure you're grounding, and lift your arms, bring down your shoulder, making sure that you have the alignment within all your body with the feet line, with an imaginary line that started from your feet, and from here just interlock your fingers and stretch on the top. I'm gonna show you what I mean with interlocking your finger. So from this position we are gonna move on the right and stretch this side of our body. Stretch, stretch. Now we are gonna come back on the neutral position and we are gonna stretch on the other side, the left one. Just press your feet on the mat as well. Okay, just come back on the neutral position. Now we are gonna interlock our fingers on the back like this, and we are gonna stretch, and we are gonna open all these chest area. So interlock and push down and far away from the body, and breathe for a few times. Inhale, exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Now with the arms in this position, what we are gonna do is just we are gonna forward our upper body in our front, and we are gonna bring our body in the front. If we need, we can also bend our knees, and we are gonna push back our arms, making sure we are just gonna create a space between our ears and our shoulders, and stay. Now release. So just bring back your arms and push up your trunk area. Now we are gonna do the same arch but on the other side. So let's come back with our arms on the top, and this time we are gonna lift on the back. So inhale and arch, and exhale, just come back. Perfect. So from here, what I want to do is the tree pose. So for the tree pose, what we need to do is starting from the Tadasana pose, close our legs and bring one of the 2 foot and the legs in general, we are just gonna angle of 90 degrees. And what do we need to do after the bending the legs? Is just bringing up our arms, leaving our shoulders down, and stretching the arms on the top, lifting them up, and just breathe. For the legs, what we can do is just like if we are elementary, we can keep the leg in this way, nearest the ankle, but not pay attention to not to push on the ankle. If we are intermediate, we can bring our leg on the calf and not on the knees. And if we are like advanced, we can bring our leg on the thigh like that. And from here, we are just gonna bring up our arms, find our balance, and just breathe. Now for releasing, just release first your arms, bring it on the hips, and then release your leg. Now we are gonna do the same on the other side. So stretch your ankle if you need. Decide what is gonna be your leg position, if it's gonna be elementary, intermediate, or advanced, and then bring the leg in the position. Oh my god, is sleeping with these pants. Like this. Find your balance, lifting up your arms, and breathe. Now release, just bring down your arms, put your hands on your hips, and release the leg. Good. So now we are just gonna do warrior one. So for the warrior one pose, we just need to wide apart our legs, rotate one leg. In this case, I'm gonna start with the right. Bringing like pushing on our legs, making sure that our knees and our ankle are gonna be on the same line, and not that the knees is gonna be above the ankle. So we are gonna find our distance for the legs. So we are just gonna push, and from here we are just gonna making sure that our hips are looking forward and are not still rotate in the starting position. So making sure that our hips are looking forward in the same direction of the right leg, lifting up our arms and shoulders down, lips, and just lift, lengthening the spine, and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release. For releasing, we are just gonna start with the hands, pushing them on the hips, and then coming back to our position, lifting our right leg, coming back into the starting direction, and from here we just can close our legs. Now we are gonna go always in the warrior one position, but with the left side. So make wide apart your left again, just rotate your left leg and control your hips, pushing forward. I can feel like I can go slightly more, so like this. Check your alignment, hips into the front, and from here I can just lifting up my my arms, shoulders down, and just breathe. One, two, three, 4, and 5. Release. Okay, now we are gonna go with the warrior 2 pose. So we are just making wider our leg as well. We are just gonna rotate our right, rotate also our thighs, making sure that our right leg is slightly internally rotated as well. And from here we are just gonna push on our right arm, opening our arms, and this time instead of lifting to the up, we are just gonna lift it to the side and looking on our right. So let's do it. 1, shoulders down, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release. We're gonna go on the left side. So this time the 60% of the weight is gonna taken by the left leg and 30% on the right leg, and just gonna lifting up your arms parallel to the floor, look on the left side, and start and just breathe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Okay, now what we can do is just like from this position we can just go for the goddess. So we are just gonna stay with the wide legs. We are just gonna rotate both of them, and from here we are just gonna go down as much as we can. There is no limit, there is only what our body tell us. Our body is our best teacher. And from here from here we are just gonna lift up our hands and just breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Perfect. Now we are gonna do again warrior 2 and then warrior 1, and we are gonna change the type of asanas. So I'm gonna try to skip some instruction. So for the warrior 2, as always, legs apart, like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's go on the left side. Like this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Okay, and then from here, so 1, 2, this is warrior 1, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Let's go on the warrior 1 left side. So from here, like this. Check your hips and just go. Lift your arms, shoulder down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release. Now just release a little tension on your legs, shake, and that's fine. So now let's go in the child pose and then in the down facing dog pose. So just rest for a few breaths in child pose. And just go on the down facing dog. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now from this position, what we are gonna do is just turning, lift your right leg and toe is pointing out. Feel the stretch and just bring it to the front and put it between your hands. Bring it down. From this position, just lift your arms like this, looking forward. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release. From here, what we can do is just we can stretch on our leg like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release. And from here we are gonna bring back our leg and go in the plank, knees on the ground, chaturanga and cobra like this. Then we are gonna come back in the down facing dog like this. Stays for 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4, and 5. This time we're gonna lift the
left leg up, toes pointing out, and bring it into the front like this. And then just push the weight of your body in the front. For the second leg, in this case the right one is on the back. When we are gonna lifting up, if we can't manage it, we can just pushing back the knees and just do the exercise with the knees down. Otherwise, for everyone that just can handle it, we can just lift our knees up, find our balance, and lifting up, lengthening our spine. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Now we are just gonna stretch the leg in this way and stays for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Bring back your leg and just do down facing dog. Now from here we are just gonna go in the pigeon pose. So just lift up your leg, your right leg, just bring into the front and bend it in this way. I'm just gonna do like this from here. So just toe is pointing out and bringing to the front, and making sure that your knees is gonna be on your front and just stays like this. So no, maybe it was better the other side. Sorry. So okay, so from here we have our right knees in front of us, following the alignment, and the ankle, the knees is perfectly aligned with the hips, and we are just gonna push our arms, our hands into the mat and lift our spine, making sure we are just not creating extra pressure on our lower back, and look in front of us for a few breaths. Let's stay like that for 10 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now what we can do, if we can manage it, is just to lie down on our right leg, bringing the we can choose to pushing our arms for stretching our spine, or if we want just to stretch our area like here, we can just put our hands below our forehand, without below our face, and just rest in this way. I just prefer for now to pushing my spine as well. So just follow what is gonna be more comfortable for you and your body. Just follow your body always and forever. And stay and breathe. Now let's come back. So just put our hands on our side and pushing up our trunk area and lift toes on the mat, pushing our body and bringing back our leg, and just come back on the down facing dog. And from here we are just gonna do the same but on the other side. So lifting up your left leg, toes pointing out, and rolling your legs in front of you and release. Check the alignment of the leg with your hips, and from here just push your hands in the mat and lengthen your spine. 1, and breathe. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now let's move down all our body like this. And just this, and feel your body. Now just release. So bring your hands on your side, pushing up, and from here just toes on your mat, push up on your body, and just come back on the down facing dog. Just this for a while. Feel your body. And from here just bring down your knees and let's go in child pose. So wide your leg and bring down your hips and breathe. Now from here what we can do is just lie down on our mat like this, and at this point starting from the Savasana position, what we can do is just lifting up our right leg while we inhale and bring it down while we exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Now let's go with the left one. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, starting from this position, what we can do is just like we can bend our knees, we can just lift our hips up, engaging our quadriceps, and going down while we exhale. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now we are gonna do it another time, but we are just gonna stay up for a few breaths, and while we are here, if we want, we can also locking our fingers down below our body like this, engaging our quadriceps, and just breathe. So engage your core for not putting extra pressure on your lower back as well. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release. Interlock your fingers and just go down with your body. Now for whoever feels comfortable, we can do a wheel pose. If you don't feel confident in doing it, you can always take one mat and just to do the bridge pose, helping with the support of the block, and just stays in this position or otherwise resting. So for whoever wants to do the wheel pose, what we need to do is just we need to go up with our hips, and then we just need to put our hands next to our shoulders, no, our ears better, not the shoulders, and from here making sure that we are solid, and pushing on our hands and lifting up, and just stairs. And if you need for stretching better, we can just slightly adjust our point on the ground. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release. Okay, from here let's go on our relaxation mode, and just bring your knees on your chest, pushing and lift up your head while you inhale, and while you exhale just bring it down. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, and just stays here like this. Now from here we can do the happy baby pose. So we can just take our foot with our hands and bending, pushing, and just stays here. If we want, we can also rotate on the left and on the right for massaging our back. So let's do it as long as you feel you need it. And release. Now we are just gonna do a very gentle twist. So we are just gonna lift our hips and we are gonna move them on the right. We are just gonna bring our legs on the left side. We are just gonna open our arms on the shoulder line, and we are just gonna look on the opposite position on our legs. So in this case it's gonna be on our right, and from here we just need to feel a nice very gentle twist on our spine, and we are gonna breathe for a few breaths, let's say like 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release. For releasing, we are just gonna bring back our hands. We are just gonna rotate our ankles, our knees, our legs. We are just gonna bring it back in our neutral position, and from here we are just gonna do the same asana on the other side. So lifting up your hips, bring down on the left, rotate your legs on the right, open your arms and look on the left, and just breathe. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now from here we can go in Savasana and just rest, but I would like to split it in 2 parts. So in the first one I will use a bolster. For whoever who doesn't have a bolster, they can just take one blanket, roll it and use it below the back. Otherwise, if you don't want to do this exercise, just directly go in the Savasana. So we're gonna start in a butterfly position and just go down and leave open your arms. So you're gonna open all of your chest area and just lie down for a few minutes. This is a very helpful exercise after work. I really like it. I really feel it. It really changed my day. So these lessons was meant to be for all those days where we are gonna come back from work and we don't feel the energy, mentally or physically speaking, for practicing a very high intensity workout. So I thought to include this step because I think that they can help us in finding our peace, our inner peace from all the stress related with work or the commute or a chat with a colleague or whatever reason it could be. then from here you're just gonna go up, taking out our bolster from our lie down area. Oh, oops, like this. And we are just gonna lie down in Savasana and just rest for the time that we think it's perfect for us. I hope you enjoyed the class. Inhale and exhale. Bring awareness on your body. Bring awareness on your toes, on your arms, on your neck. Roll side by side. And with your eyes closed, just roll on one side, and which one do you prefer, and just stays here for a few breaths. And deeply inhale and exhale. Feel your body, feel your emotions. And then from here, push with one hand, with a free hand on the floor, on the mat, and pushing up your body, keeping close your eyes, cross your legs, and just bring your arms in the Chi Mudra. And just, we are gonna just do some breath here as a final part of our meditation.
Now bring your arms, your palms in front of your chest. We are gonna sing Home together for 3 times as at the beginning of our class. Bring your chin down. Open your eyes. Look down. I hope you enjoyed it, our class. I hope that the goal of releasing the intention do it to your work or your lifestyle. I mean, everything that had been a cause of your stress of today had been released. So I hope the class had reached this goal. Please let me know about any feedback, any suggestion, any feeling that you had. You know, everyone are different, and it's just interesting to see how everyone just act differently in the same situation. So yeah, I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, and just have a enjoy your day. Namaste.